Hey everyone, Alice here with the weekly sneak peek reading. So let's just talk about this week for a little bit. It is a full moon week on Tuesday morning, night. So technically, it's kind of Monday night, Monday into Tuesday night. That's the full moon. Full moon in Sagittarius. Full moons in Sagittarius, it's like the sort of peak time. Full moons are about completion, completion of cycles, ending things, finishing things, accomplishing things. With Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius, this can make people feel more adventurous, feel more spontaneous, make you feel like you want to try things out, feeling like you want to experiment with things here. Just be careful that you might feel like you want to do a little excess, especially, if you're hanging out with friends. It can make you feel like you want to be more social and make you feel possibly like, I can have another drink or two or three. So just be a little cautious about drinking too much. There is energy for that, definitely, especially, summertime, and a lot of places in North America, Northern Hemisphere, getting into sort of that summer groove here. All right, so what's happening this week energetically? And when I say energetically, this is what is, where the planets are sort of aligning and the energy that's around us. So it's not really like, it's not a horoscope. I forgot what they're called. It's not like a horoscope. I like to think of it more as sort of like an astrological forecast, like how the weather man or woman, whatever person tells you what the weather is going to be like based on, where they see the winds are blowing and, the currents, the air currents, and the warm and the cold and all that, so they can kind of sort of predict what the weather may be like. That's what I feel like this is. It's kind of like, what are the energies that may be around you and how that might affect not just you, but the people around you as well. Now, I'm not an astrologist at all. I just kind of go off from sources that I trust and what I think is like relevant, especially to the readings that I'm doing and the energy that I'm pulling here. And this week is fucking relevant. This week is like, there's so much like, I think it has a lot to do with the moon starting off in Sagittarius here. It's like, and with the full moon, there's a lot of social activity here. So apparently, and I say apparently because I'm not an astrologer, so I'm just like relaying information to you. So Monday, the start of this week, is kind of going to be bringing in this energy of socializing that's going to last pretty much most of the summer, to be honest. So if this summer, for some reason, even if you're not the most social person, if you just kind of are feeling like, I want to be more social this summer, it's not just you, it's in the energy. I feel like a lot of people this summer are going to want to just be more social. I mean, you can say logically, yeah, because for the past few years and the past few summers, a lot of people haven't been able to travel. There's a lot of traveling going on as well. And I've noticed that, just in general. I live in Canada, in Toronto, and Pearson International Airport is like now being infamous for having a lot of delays because the demand is high for people to travel. Yes, that's happening because of circumstances, but it's also in the energy. So I'm like, I can't really deny that because I don't really believe in coincidences. So things like that are happening. It's like, oh yeah, that makes total sense to me, not just in a logical way, but in an energetic way as well. People want to get out there, they want to socialize, they want to travel, they want to broaden their horizons. So I feel like the energy is here that's going to last for like several weeks. So if you just feel you want to get out more, you want to like see people more, just talking and hanging out with your existing friends and family and just wanting to like have more friends, like expanding your social circle, that's in the energy. and it's starting on Monday. So don't kind of be surprised if that's going on here. Tuesday, like I said, that's where the full moon is. Just be careful. There is energy there that you may overindulge a little bit into Tuesday here. So just be kind of cautious of that. There is energy here that you may want to. You may feel a little hungover in more ways than one, even just energetically. So you might want to slow down a bit on Tuesday. Take things a little easy. Don't push yourself too hard, like at work or anything like that on Tuesday. Wednesday, there can be some weird, like passive aggressive energy, especially when it has to do with things like at work or like people that you're working with, working on something, whether it's a project or you're just doing something together. It's mostly because, like I say work, because a lot of the energy here is because everybody wants to get out and do something fun, right? It's nice out. If it's nice out, but there's just sort of this antsy energy of like, I don't want to be doing work. I want to be going out and having fun. And that can just make people kind of snappy at each other. It's like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'd rather do something else than this. It's because of that energy that's starting on Monday of wanting to socialize. And when you're trapped inside or trapped doing work and you're like, I wish I was doing something else other than this. I want to have fun. And it just creates a little grumpiness here, a little bit of a grumpy atmosphere. So that's about midweek, the energy there. Let's see what's going on. Thursday kind of smooths things over a bit more, so there's less of that grumpy energy here. And if anybody's feelings got hurt from the day before, that's going to kind of be smoothed over a bit. You're probably just going to forget about it. If somebody snapped at you or said something, or you snapped at them, bygones will be bygones by then. And then Friday, near the end of the week, it's picking up again. The energy is going to pick up again, to the point that, you or people around you might feel a little bit overwhelmed about how fast the energy is coming in here, because it's almost like blink and you'll miss it kind of thing. This sort of, feel good type of energy, very positive energy. It's just kind of gonna like blast in on Friday for some reason. Well, I mean, not for some reason, it's there, but like, yeah. So leading into Saturday, there's a bit of a hiccup, possibly a little more passive aggressive, but more on a social level here, of people trying to be controlling. Perhaps people are trying to control what we or you do on Saturday, and maybe there can be some butting of heads there. Maybe people are getting a little butthurt about that, possibly being a little like suspicious that there are other motives involved, like, oh, so you want to go here because like you want this or something. I don't know. It's like some weird ego shit happening here. That's kind of like the only sort of like bump here this week here, Saturday. Sunday is a lot better. In fact, the energy on Sunday with Neptune and Venus, they're sextiling. I mean, yes, but this can create a very like romantic atmosphere. So if you want to like have a date night, Sunday would probably be a nice night. Lots of that energy around there. It's a good day to focus on romantic things. Also on Saturday, I want to point out there is a small window of opportunity here. For me in the Eastern time zone, it's like right in the morning. It's like between like 7 and 11. It's like really short, but it's a good opportunity if you want to reach out to somebody or people and like have, like a good conversation with those people, or like build up your relationship with somebody in a positive way. that, those few hours Saturday morning, the energy is there, to kind of back you up in a sense. So yeah, all in all, I feel like this week and moving on to the next few weeks, that energy of being social, of wanting to be more social, of wanting to talk to people, be around people, is there. Even if you're, like I said, even if you're not somebody who normally is very social, it's just that energy is there. So here, I can't wait. What is it exactly? Here, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, it's because Mercury is in Gemini. Mercury is in Gemini, and that's what's making that energy there. And especially for this week with the Sagittarius moon, that's where all this being adventurous and socializing is coming from, mostly. From my understanding, like I said, not an astrologer, but that's just the energy here, and that's kind of what is driving me, at least for these readings. So we'll get into the readings now. So we're going to go through Aries through Pisces. We're just going to take a sneak peek here, slightly different of what's going on here. I did try it out. The reading makes sense. It's just a little all over the place, but we will make do. Disclaimers. Technically, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. There may be a message in here for you, although I do think out of all the readings, aside from like the moon readings, which I will be doing a full moon in Sagittarius reading probably tomorrow, that there, those readings, the moon readings and the weekly readings, I feel are more tied to the time. But whenever you find it, it doesn't matter. There can be a message for you if that's when you found it. But I do think that they are a little bit more time based than the other readings, just because of the energy with the planets and everything, the aspects. I guess they're not really planets. They're not all planets. The moon isn't a planet, but the aspects. Yeah, so there's that. Also keep in mind, these are general readings. They're not personal readings, so not everything is going to resonate and apply to your situation here. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and don't try to force it. I'm so distracted right now because I hear people walking around and talking like outside. It's just super distracting. I'm not even gonna lie. I may pause and wait. This is why I do things late at night when things aren't distracting, but lately I've been doing them during the day, and I'm gonna tell you, my readings that I do during the day are fucking weird because I get distracted halfway through. I don't think I have, I'm not diagnosed with any sort of ADHD, but when I'm doing energy, it's just, I need to focus on what I'm doing because I don't have a filter on my mouth. Whatever comes into my brain, I say, because I try not to stop myself because there could be something there that I need to get out. So when there are distractions around me, I tend to speak about the distractions, and it just, it sidetracks everything. The entire reading, everything gets sidetracked. And yeah, this is why at night I don't have any distractions to do that. I don't think it's an ADHD thing. It's just I don't have a filter. Normally I would just not mention it. Okay, distractions are gone. I'm sorry. All right, what was I saying? These aren't personal readings. These are general readings. So whatever is clicking for you, whatever makes sense, take that. If it isn't making sense, then it's not for you. It may not be your story. It can be future influence. You'll know. Use your instincts, use your intuition. Here, I'm going through Aries through Pisces, so you can check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. There's maybe if you have a dominant sign, or you just feel drawn to a sign, or you're cross-watching, which I will warn you, I take the side of the sign, so I apologize if you are offended, if you are the person and I say something about you. Apologies. Yeah, I think that's it. If you enjoy these readings or you find them interesting, I do appreciate it if you could like and or subscribe. That does help me do more here with the channel. You'll be notified when I post new readings up, which I try to do frequently. Like I said, I will be posting a full moon in Sagittarius reading probably tomorrow, before the full moon, hopefully. Yeah, so, and I do the weekly and the weekend readings. I try to, at least. Yeah, so, greatly appreciated. Let's get into the readings. Hey, Leo, let's see what's going on for you this week. So let's see what the main energy is like, incoming energy here for you. And I'll just kind of explain as I go. Expectation. These are the surprise cards, which I will also explain later. So much that I'm explaining later. Expectation. So this card, like the energy here, there's something that you've been waiting for, but you couldn't really do anything about it. It's like, okay, well, it's like accepting that I have to wait for something, but there isn't anything that you can do about it, and just, you know, maybe it will come. It'll come when it comes. There's a lot of divine timing in this card. I don't know if something is coming that you've been waiting for, or if you are still waiting for something. Like now you've sort of accepted that you have to wait for something. You know, it is an energy of good things come to those who wait. But we'll see here. We'll see what your incoming energy is like this week to get more more inside information. I don't know where that came from. Let's see what your energy is like. I mean, this is why I usually put all the cards down and then I talk about it, because then I get the full picture. But, you know, I'm just going a little bit at a time here. Growth and anger seem a little bit opposite here. I mean, I feel like this is frustration. This can be frustration because you've been waiting. So this kind of feels to me that this is something that you've been waiting for possibly a while for. And this week there's frustration here, although there's progress. That's the thing here. It's like progress is happening, but you still have to wait, and that's kind of frustrating. All right. Let's see what the incoming external energy is. This is likely a person, but it's external energy. So we'll see what comes out here. It's all related, of course. Nosy Parker, an offer, chaser in reverse, daydream. That song, daydream believer, and was it homecoming queen? I don't know. It's from Shrek, right? So incoming energy, external energy. I feel like somebody's fantasizing here. You know, they're fantasizing about possibly making an offer here. Now, here's the thing. So if you've been waiting for this person, because I feel like that's what's going on here. You're waiting for this person to do something here, Leo, but it's like it almost feels like they want to make some sort of offer to you, some sort of promise, but it's in this energy of wishful thinking, you know, fantasizing, daydreaming about making an offer here, but not like, I mean, it's just, they might even suggest something along these lines, but I don't feel like it's like what you are expecting here. I do see that, you know, there's some progress here, there's some growth here, but it's almost like they get caught. Kind of, it's like you catch this person stalking you or spying on you. Okay. I don't know how that happens, but it's like you kind of catch them looking into you. I don't know, maybe they accidentally, like, I don't know, followed you on something, and like they did it on their main account. Or, oh, you know what could happen, what I'm getting, so maybe they do follow you on one of their social media accounts, and maybe like while they're scrolling through your timeline or something like Instagram, they accidentally like something, and you notice it, and you're like, holy shit, they've been watching me. This can be somebody who you thought wasn't watching you at all. You've just been patiently waiting for them. And this is the growth. The growth is, you're like, oh, so they are watching me. So they have been kind of keeping their eye on me. They have been spying on me. It's kind of a bit of a confirmation for you. So you feel the growth here. And it's almost like, okay, so this offer that they want, they want to make some sort of offer here. This is their energy towards you. I don't feel like they're actually doing it. But here's the thing. They're not being so obvious in their chasing towards you. And that's the frustrating part. It's like once this happens, once they kind of get caught, they might pull back a little bit on they're sort of chasing here, and then that can make you kind of frustrated because you're like, well, I thought things were going in a direction, but then they suddenly sort of pull back on this chasing energy here, and it's just daydreamy energy here. There's not a lot of physical energy here, and that's frustrating. Let's see what's going on in this connection. What is going on in this connection? Which way does this go? Okay. 10 of Pentacles, the Star, King of Swords in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse. I feel like overall in this connection, it's like you both kind of know what needs to happen here in this connection. Like you have some clarity about this connection here. I do feel like there is some sort of something that was stressing you out in this connection, or both of you out in this connection. There is some clarity, like the confusion is lifting on that here. I do feel like this has been going on for a while here, or it can be something that could be going on that could go for a while, like something that could be long lasting, or this can just be something that's very secure. Maybe you feel very comfortable in this connection. They feel very comfortable in this connection, but this is something that there is a wish fulfillment here, but it hasn't quite gotten to that point yet. That's where that expectation energy is coming from. That's where this offer, daydreaming, dreaming about, coming towards you and giving you an offer. I'm like, that's what this is, this star energy, wishing on a star, wishful thinking here. The King of Swords in reverse, I do feel like the both of you know what's going on here, but nobody's really acting on that knowledge here. There isn't any sort of decisions being made here, but there is like a knowing energy, knowing what's going on here. 2 of Wands, this is indecisiveness. This is, somebody who can't make up their fucking mind. I feel this is the both of you. I'm not just saying this is your person. Your person that can't make up their mind on what to do, and you also can't make up your mind on how to handle the situation as well. Yeah, but there's a lot of clarity that's here, confusion that's lifting, knowing what's going on here, but not doing anything about it. So it's like, okay, so but you're not really here. Three of Pentacles in reverse, not really on the same page, not really working together here to make it happen. Just kind of wishing that it would happen. Staying in this comfort zone, staying in what makes you feel comfortable in this connection, not really taking any risks here. Slow growth, but not really. Just playing things pretty safe. Okay, what's the advice and or guidance here that Spirit's got for you, Leo? Okay, weird. Want to be a surprise? Fine. Bottom energy. Knight of Pentacles. Five of Cups in reverse. Four of Wands. King of Wands. Four of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The main advice here from Spirit is to take your time to figure out what it is that you actually want from this connection. The King of Wands, this is somebody who knows what they want. Also, Leo energy is in this. So this is about you figuring out what it is that you want, but take your time. You know, you don't have, there's no rush here. Again, you know, divine timing. You have time, even though it's frustrating that you're waiting, but make sure you know what it is that you want out of this connection. Take the time to figure that out. What may lead you to some opportunities here is if you kind of, how would I put this? It is a bit of letting yourself be sad here. You know, instead of bottling it up, you know, letting yourself be sad, but also acknowledge that, you know, that there are things that you've lost here and things that you can lose here, but also knowing that you wouldn't lose everything. You know, there's two cups here that, you know, she's ignoring, that there's still a silver lining here. You know, it doesn't have to be that everything is gone here. You know, find the silver lining that bring you opportunities. What will hold you back is if you kind of just pass by this opportunity and just miss it. If you just blow by it and just be like, you know, whatever, I don't need this, I'll find something else. I'm like, well, you know, obviously that will hold you back here. You should embrace, you know, your life. This is embracing things in your life. Embrace, if somebody invites you to go somewhere, you know, go see what that's about. Embrace, you know, like I was talking with the astrological forecast, there's this energy of wanting to be social, wanting to hang out with people and be around people. And you really should embrace that. At least that's what Spirit here is saying. This is also a good cry, you know, let those emotions out, the sadness out, you know, instead of keeping it inside. Just kind of allow yourself to be sad, allow yourself to get all the grief out. Allow yourself to grieve, you know. If there's something here that you feel sad, that you feel like you've lost something, that also is here. Avoid taking too much of a break here. The Four of Swords can be, again, this is like the opposite here. You know, you should, and what Spirit is saying to embrace is embrace going out, having a good time, but avoid staying inside too much. avoid, keeping to yourself too much. Avoid, I mean, you can see her. She's curled up here. She's obviously very sad. Well, she's not obviously, but that's what I'm getting from this energy. I'm getting a sad energy from here. Her heart's there, and it's, these spikes. There's these like spikes that are here that she's kind of like curled up around. And I get this energy of, wallowing, and you want to avoid doing that too much. I mean, again, wallow a little bit, let it out, but don't go in excess. Enjoy yourself, go out and enjoy yourself. But also, what will hold you back is if you just kind of get into this mindset of, well, it's never going to happen. I'm like, well, that will hold you back. If you feel like I've been waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting a long time and it's just never going to happen, well, I mean, that's going to hold you back here. Just make sure you know what it is that you actually want from this situation here. Take your time and figure it out. The Knight of Pentacles, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere fast. He really takes in everything. He observes everything around him before he takes any action here. So it is really like, figure it out. Figure out what you want before you do anything here. So, okay, let's see the surprise cards. This is something unexpected that may be happening soon. So we have pathway, we have courtship, and we have mature woman. This is interesting. Courtship, I know what it looks like. I mean, yes, I mean, I do feel this is about a kindred spirit, having somebody who you get along with here, a kindred spirit, somebody who you have the same beliefs in, you have the same ideals here. I mean, it can be flirting here. It's possible. I am feeling more of a friendship though. It's meeting somebody who's like-minded people meeting up here. And it feels like it's going to come out of the mature woman. You may meet this person through somebody who you maybe is either a mother figure or somebody who you look up to here. They don't have to be female. This could just be somebody who has some sort of authority. That can be like a boss or just somebody who's older than you. You may meet this person through them. It can be somebody from a long time ago. Pathway is usually something that's a long time. Or it can just be that this friendship or this partnership here, is the start of something that may last for a very long time here. I feel like this is unexpected. This courtship here, this person that you are going to meet and have this connection with, this kindred spirit connection with, is coming out of nowhere. And I feel that might be part of why Spirit is encouraging you to go out and socialize, because this feels like you will meet this person through this mature woman. The mature woman is usually somebody who gives advice to you about, your connections and stuff. So that can be somebody that you go to for advice, or just somebody who, you admire, you admire their opinion, something like that. But yeah, this is a pathway. This can either be a long time coming. This can be somebody from your past that is coming back into your life, or this can just be somebody who might, you might have a lifelong sort of friendship with this person, possibly. But yeah, this is something surprising. Surprise! That might come out of nowhere. All right, Leo. That's your reading for this week. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Good luck and take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye.